It is that time once again, my friends. Guild battle time here in Destiny's Flight 16-2 with RVD, Red Velvet Dragon, and Living Abyss. And we're going to break it all down for you in today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Questions, comments, let me know. We'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Now, like I said, we're going to go over the RVD and the Living Abyss here for you today. We're absolutely crushing it as a guild and a team. Hooray. And by the way, if you are looking for a guild or a guild looking for a player, please feel free to check out our lovely Discord server. Lots of players there, and I did open some slots as well, so check it out. Sorry, I feel like I got a bug. My bad. Anyway, let's go back into it here today for our Red Velvet Dragon. So a couple things on this. We are at 128 already. A couple big things is once you get past that level 100, that 100% reflect damage, you got to be very careful of. Generally, that is a crusher there for your team. And then additionally here at that level 200, add burn, dealing damage every 0.25 seconds. We bring this up because you can kind of change your team around based off those pieces and based off what you're running. The current ideas right here is the Matcha poison team up here, and then also the darkness team right here. And in particular, when it comes to that dark choco here, if you want to run this team, make sure that you have that solid omen on for that survivability. Here it's a little bit more unique when it comes to everyone's favorite Shadow Milk Jester, because you do get that one taken out, and we'll show that here in a second. Now, one of the changes that I've done to my team here is I am running Rebel Cookie, my friends. All right, so this is the first time that we've done this particular one now with the tarts as well, so we'll break some of that stuff down. But we are running Old Pilgrim Scroll, Dream Conductor's Whistle, and Sleepyhead Jelly Watch. Okay, so once again, it's a poison team, removing Matcha and putting in Rebel instead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gear. So a couple things. We are running Solid Almond for survivability here on this one in particular. If you want, you can go check that out for your toppings. We do have some already on this, and then you just go over here. Here we do have our tart topping already in place, so we don't need to worry about that with that tart topping stats right there with the Solid Almond +1, my friends. So really nice for that survivability. Now, when it comes to Shadow Milk here, we'll go in and take a look. We are on attack. You're going to want to move over to your topping tart and absolutely go just like this. Find an attack one. We got extra ones down here. We'll go ahead and grab this one, equip it there. Yes, move it over. Very, very nice. Look at that. So that is how we have this one set up. Lots of cooldown here. You can also go more attack if you want to. Having that right balance is key. Here again, Solid Almond, and when we got it swapped for attack there as well. All right, so we got Prune right here, my friends. We're on cooldown, so let's go ahead and take a look. Once again, we do need some cooldown ones, so let's go ahead and grab one of these. We will go ahead and grab this one right there. All right, perfect. All set with our topping tart effect. And all the way back here, we do have damage resist, bypass, damage resist. Here you're going to want more attack or more cooldown, or on top of that, you could go with the poison booster as well for the damage type. So something to think in mind. And then here we're on attack and more attack for our friend right here, my friends. Let's go ahead and take a look at this when it comes to Black Sapphire. And once again, we're going to want to find a nice attack one here. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this one for now. Or what do we have there? 5.4. We'll just grab that. All right, perfect. So now we're all set for Black Sapphire once again. And then last but not least here, we do have Solid Almond and defense for survivability on Candy Apple. So we'll move over here, and then we'll go find once again another Solid Almond one to put on Candy Apple for a little bit better survivability. There we go. And we are all set now and ready for the Red Velvet Dragon, my friends. So if you still got a question, if you got a comment about this one, let us know. This is the team. We've given you the breakdown. We've given you some tips and tricks. Now it's time for us to go ahead and run this thing. Ideally, what you're going to want to do, though, as you're running in, even though we're going to be on auto, I'll slow it down just a little bit. You're going to want to make sure that you hit all these ahead of time and get all this stuff on and going there. And there we go. We'll speed it up. Again, you can see the Shadow Milk Jester getting hit and knocked out. Lots and lots of big damage here. We need some heals. Let's go. There it is with Black Sapphire. Very, very nice team. And look at that, look at that. Not bad. 3.1 billion there. So getting those tarts in, helping us a lot. And then obviously if you got more promotions, ascension, all that stuff, that's gonna be better. But as the #1 free-to-play player here, we are all set and happy with that, and certainly more and more tweaking can always make us better. All right, time for the Living Abyss now. Let's go ahead, team, and move into this one. Here, once again, we're at level 100. So a couple things to pay attention to here. At level 100, we do get lots more damage taken, almost double actually. And then at 200, you're at 10%. So that's a big, big difference there. So making sure that you have some of that damage resist, solid almond, you know, good stuff is going to help you through this one. When we go ahead and we look at our teams, we can go to our team ideas. The two big ones here is our lovely wedding cake Black Forest combo there, because they deal lots and lots of damage to the summon units. And then we do have our frost team and electric team. All right, so we are going to go over, last time we did this, we did use our frost or this team here, which is the one that we will be using today as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at our edits so you can see what we're on. Here we got our Old Pilgrim Scroll, Dream Connector's Whistle, and Librarian's Enchanted Robes. We've got everything here set with our tarts as well, so very, very important there. And once again, when we do look at this combo, you can see lots of damage in that transformation, additional damage to summon creatures, which really sets this one apart. The big thing is just making sure you don't get wiped. So let's go ahead and take a look at our gear. So here we're on that solid almond. We got lots of damage resist. We got some cooldown, defense, and damage resist, making a huge difference here. And then when we go ahead and dig into it on our topping tart, we also have even more solid almond help here as well. So that makes a huge difference, getting us to 10%, really, really helping for that survivability, and we'll show that here in a little bit. Now on this one, we're on crit. Down here we do have crit, cooldown, damage resist, bypass. We can get off of move to attack or damage resist for some more survivability. Here we're on cooldown again. Underneath it we do have our cooldown, I believe, as well, speed actually instead, so you can also go that route for that one in particular. And then again, we have the attack speed, so kind of that crossover. Here we're on crit. We got cooldown underneath, similar style. You can move over to electric type damage, more crit, more attack, those pieces. And then we do have crit for our tart. And then last but not least, we're on that cooldown, survivability here, and more cooldown for our tart as well. So that's our full-blown breakdown for this one. And let's go ahead now. If you still got questions, comments, though, let us know. Let's get into it here. The big one is being able to survive against that additional higher damage coming at us from that level 100 plus here as well. All right, as you can see, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. That survivability and staying up front here with Black Forest is going to be absolutely key. Here we go. Nice. And there we have it, my friends. Moving up to 110. Very nice. 2.1 billion there with the team here today with Living Abyss. All around solid output, certainly more that we can always do. Moving our team and guild up here in the overview. Some more guild trophies, my friends. So if you still got questions, comments, let us know. If you're looking for those guilds, let us know. Come see us in the Discord server. And additionally, I do got a couple slots open that you can check out here for this guild as well. With that, thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here all the time, my friends. Great ways to support through our affiliate links and other things like that, my socials, and stay connected, my friends. With that, we'll see you again soon. Get out there and keep on running.